Good evening or good afternoon, good late afternoon. Welcome back to the Arsenal Alliance. I'm doing a live stream match preview for games. Let's see if people prefer a live stream match preview. On the game, we're playing Real Madrid tonight at the Bernabéu. I can never pronounce the name of that stadium. But we're 3-0 up. Can we finish the job? This is the $1 million question, isn't it? Can Arsenal finish the job? We're 3-0 up, so a bit catastrophic capitulation if if we lose it up. Surely to God we can't lose it up. I mean, I know it's an away game. I know it's against Real Madrid back at the ground out in Spain, and it's very difficult. They're 15-time winners of the Champions League. Very tough team, but they've had a bit of an indifferent season. I've got Luca Talks Ball to join me on this preview. And let's head into the
man. How are you, man?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I have that little nervous, exciting about tonight's game.
Absolutely. I was just introducing the show and saying, can we finish the job? We're 3-0 up. All about Real Madrid 15-time winners. This is a competition they love to win. Ancelotti's a great manager. Their season's been a bit hit and miss this year. I was supposed to look up how they done the weekend, and I forgot to do it. But I'm not sure what they've done the weekend. True Gooner's in the chat. Josh, how you doing, sir? What's your score predictions? Put your score predictions in the chat. What do you think is going to happen tonight? Can we go through? Can we finish the job? Team selections, I think they'll be coming out within the next 25 minutes or so. So we're going to quickly run through.
Like 6:30, 7.
Sorry?
No, the team news should be out between 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, within the next 25 minutes, so 30 minutes, the team news will be out. So I've just want to quickly run through the team selection, what I would pick, or you as well, Luke, if you want to, pitch in with that. We've got that major injury to Gabriel. I know Kiwior did very well at the Emirates last week, but can he still continue that resilience for this game? I'm a little bit concerned because he has a couple of good games, and then he has a couple of howlers, doesn't he? So I know he's a Polish international, obviously. We all know that, but he's no Gabriel. He's not.
He's done a good job while Gabriel's been out injured, because when Gabriel was out injured, right, all Real Madrid lineup's been announced right now. I've just got notification, but no, okay. I'll answer that question, right? Gabriel has obviously been a very important player, hasn't he? And majority.
He's their best defender. He's been their best defender.
Josh has just put the lineup out. He's just put, so it's Courtois, Vasquez, Alaba, Valverde, Tchouaméni comes in, Bellingham, Rodrigo, Vinicius, and Mbappe. So they dropped.
Where's Camavinga?
Camavinga's suspended. He got red carded in our game last week.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, of course he did. Yeah. Got for kicking the ball, didn't he?
Yeah.
He got a second yellow, didn't he?
Yes.
I think it was a second yellow, wasn't it?
No, it was a red card last week.
Yeah, but wasn't it? I thought it was a second yellow.
I think it was the second yellow. I think it was the second yellow because he already got a yellow card, booked it early in the game.
Yeah.
And then he got the yellow card for second bookable offence. It was a red card, so he misses tonight's game. So Tchouaméni,
right, also
Luka Modric.
Yeah, the True Gooner. Go and have a look at True Gooner's channel. What a blinding channel he's got.
The real one. Go and subscribe to True Gooner. He will be doing the watch along and match reaction on his channel. I'm doing a watch along at 7 o'clock. And a match reaction straight after the games. And also, Josh was on my channel yesterday with Aaron. Yesterday, Talks Arsenal. It was a great podcast yesterday. So go and subscribe to Josh. But
Josh, you can go on there anytime you want as well, sir. If you fancy, just let me know, man. You can pop on there if you want. I can put the link in. It's up to you, bro. But we'll say, sorry, we get back to that. Modric dropped as well. I thought we had a poor game last week, Modric, and he's 39, coming up 40, isn't he? He's been around a long time. He's been one of Madrid's best midfielders.
Real Madrid. He got to a World Cup final with Croatia in 2018 as runners-up. Luka Modric can play at the age of 50 if he wanted to.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. So who would you go with then in the team selection tonight? Because all I want to ask about the striker. Moreno scored last week. He dropped very deep though. Do you think we need more, especially away? Do you think we need a more someone to stay up the top a bit more instead of dropping deep all the time? Do you think we need like a Trossard to play through the middle instead of a Moreno tonight?
Well, I said this in my preview yesterday and the day before with Aaron and Josh. My lineup, what I'd go for is Raya. Then, of course, defence, I go with the same defence. I'd probably go with Timber, Saliba, Kivior, Skelly. Then I'd go with Rice, Partey if he does start. He is in the squad. Thomas Partey, Rice, Odegaard. And then, of course, I'd go with Bukayo Saka. I would have gone with Trossard in the middle. I know Trossard's not on good form, but I think Mikel Arteta is probably going to end up playing Mikel Moreno because Moreno is probably like good as a plan B option.
Yeah,
I personally would go with Trossard because of his experience in the Champions League. And I feel like Moreno, for me, look, I'm not taking Moreno wrong. He's scored 8 goals since February, since he got those 2 goals against Leicester. But I just feel like in a game like this against Real Madrid, you need to play your best team.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, without question. That's why we reshuffled the pack a little bit last weekend against Brentford. And, that was I mean, I was a little bit disappointed with the game. I still think we need to keep winning the Premier League as well. Beat what's in front of you, win every game. But, I think Arteta did have one eye on this game tonight. And this is a question from Anthony Herbert. Hi, lads. Question, flip-flop. Do you reckon Luka looks like Fabio Vieira?
You actually
a little bit.
Anthony Herbert, man. Anthony Herbert, you always say to me about watercress sandwiches, bro. Anthony, man, are we getting the job? And make sure you do tune into my match reaction tonight, Anthony Herbert. I'll see you in my YouTube chat tonight, and I'll make sure.
I'm sure he'll be around. He'll be around everyone's. He likes to flip flop around everyone's match reaction videos, doesn't he? He keeps calling me a flip flop because of our doing that. Yeah, I'm getting that. I understand that. But
people saying I look like Fabio Vieira.
I'm like an old woman. I change my mind quite a lot. Ace is saying Real Madrid will beat us 3-1. Well, that puts us through. So he still thinks we're going to go through. We've got fantastic football last night, by the way. Fans at Aston Villa, PSG. Brilliant game of football. I mean, second half especially, man. I felt a little bit sorry for. I feel a little bit sorry for Andy Herbert. I feel a little bit sorry for Aston Villa because they really dug in that second half, and it seems to me like Paris Saint-Germain just sort of collapsed in that second half, and they done it, Villa. They nearly done it. This could have been a different game for us if we get through tonight in the series. But I think we've already beat PSG. I know it was a different team. They're a lot better now. They've already won the league, haven't they? But I think we should go through. I think even if we do lose 3-1, we go through 4-3, don't we? So it doesn't matter if we lose that game by. If we lose 2-0, we still go through. So as long as we go through, I'm happy, mate. I'm over the moon. Yes, just highlighted that Aces, the team. You should. You're funny as well, right? give you that, bro. Big up to AFC Always is everywhere. How you doing, sir? Hope you're well. I haven't seen you about for a little while. Hope you're okay. Well, I'm just going to tell you how I would go, Luca, with tonight's selection. I would go Jury Timber right back, Raya would go obviously, Jury Timber right back, Saliba centre half. Obviously, I don't think we've got any other option than to put Kiwior in Gabriel's place, left centre half, left back Miles with Skelly in the midfield. I mean, I'm not fancying Odegaard, mate. I'm not. I've had the needle with him all season, and I know he's had an odd game here and there that he's been good, but even this week, I don't think he was any good. I really think he's dropped off a cliff. He shouldn't be captain. I don't want him to play. I don't play. So I'll take the armband off him. Gabriel's not there, so give it to Rice. So in the midfield, Party and Rice. Who said something as well about apparently Thomas Partey weren't allowed in Spain for whatever reason? I heard something like that, but I think it's bullshit anyway. But anyway, Declan Rice, Thomas Partey. And I want to play Moreno in the midfield with them two. I want to play him in the midfield with them two. And then on the right-hand side is Saka. On the left-hand side is Martinelli. And up front, Leandro Trossard. I've said on numerous occasions that I don't think Martinelli and Trossard can play, or they don't seem to connect very well. They don't seem to pick up well when they're in the same team. But I think we have to go as strong as possible. I don't think Odegaard. I think Odegaard, he's a first team player. He's the captain. He's normally probably the first name on the team sheet. I think he's the weakest link in that team. Yeah. So I've got to drop him out. And if not Moreno in the midfield, move Wanyeri into the central position. Try something like that. Because for me, Odegaard he's not cutting the mustard. AFC Always. If we don't go through tonight, take Arteta's passport off him and have him with slums in Spain. Yeah, I think it would be a sackable offence. 3-0 up in the quarterfinals against Real Madrid, the best team, the best team in the Champions League, like 15-time winners. So yeah, I agree with you. I'll sack him tonight if you don't go through that.
Oh my God! Like the thing is, right. If Arsenal do not make it into the semi-finals of the Champions League, my match reaction is going to be mate, I'll be doing an emergency meeting probably until like 2, 3, 4 in the morning, bro. Like I'll have to literally go out all night where I have to do it. I'm sure Anthony Herbert will be in the chat for my podcast as well, for the watch along and match reaction as well. But I swear, if we do not beat Real Madrid and go through after a 3-0 lead, I think he's gone to do something, but I'll take over for the time being. Big up. Do go and subscribe to the Cotley Gooner. Absolutely amazing channel. Get him to the subscribers where he wants to do. But look, if Arsenal don't go through, then Arteta has to be set. Mate, I'll be going into Mikel Arteta. I'll be going, this manager. Real Madrid. How can you bottle 3-0, mate? It's literally just written in the stars what I'm going to be saying out of my mouth. You know what I mean? It's like me mouthwash and literally just knowing what I'm saying. It's just no. Look, I do think we will go. I do think we will go through, but I'm not sure if we'll win the game. My prediction, I can see it being a draw. I've got a feeling it's got a draw all over it. I really do. I can see a scoring goal. Maybe like a 1-1 draw, 2-2 draw. I'm not confident getting the victory, but let's see, man. Bring it. Bernabéu settings. Let's go and win at the Bernabéu. Bring back something which was 19, 20 years ago. 06.
Was it on me, wasn't it? Oh my God, the goal was it 1-0 the last time we beat them there? Or was it on me, wasn't it?
At the Bernabéu. At the Galactico. Henri. You know what I'm saying? 06 days.
Yeah, one for you, Luca. Luca Lee. I've been saying I want to be Arteta. Andy, fuck. I don't know what makes you think that. I really don't. That was Arteta on the phone today. He was asking me, who should I play up front, Anthony? That's what he was saying. This manager, as for you, look at this manager. This manager. So, score predictions. I'm going, do you know what? I fancy a draw, Desmond. I fancy a 2 draw. I think we can score. We'll probably concede. We're a bit weak. We're a lot weaker in that defensive at Gabriel. I know we kept a clean sheet, but that's Emirates. Different. We're going away. We're away today, and it's going to be the atmosphere in that stadium. It's going to be electric, and it's going to be also like, you know, it's going to be intense for us. It's going to be obviously a lot more Madrid fans than Arsenal fans out there, and also there's got the need. This thing with Thomas Partey. They're going to be booing him every time he touches the ball. There's a load of, I mean, I don't quite know exactly what the problem is. I know there was some sort of naughtiness, accused of something, and something in Spain happened, and people were saying that he's not allowed to go to Spain. But we played Noah, didn't we? And he was in that game. He was there, so he's allowed in Spain. So I'll see that it was DT. DT that used to be on AFTV. Yeah. I see him in it as well, and he was saying he's allowed out there because there's a lot of bullshit going about it. But you know, I fancy a 2-2 draw. Anthony Herbert's going for a 2-0 Real Madrid win. You don't think we'll score, Anthony? Don't think we'll score? Okay. Actually, always is everywhere. 85,000 under the lights in the Bernabéu. Well, can you say Bernabéu? Is going to be peak. It's going to be peak, mate. Of course it is, and it's going to be like a cauldron, isn't it? It's going to be on us. Probably every ball we touch is going to be booed. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait. Can't wait for it. Manchester is blue. How you doing, sir? How are you? Done all right on the weekend, didn't you? Come back to Crystal Palace. Come back. Was it 4-2 or 5-2 in the end? I can't remember.
Which game was this?
We got a Man City fan. I said they were 2-0 down, weren't they? Against Palace.
I can't remember.
The weekend.
5-2 City. Yeah.
Sorry?
5-2 City.
Yeah, it was 5-2. Yeah, I knew they were in Still, I'm on my tablet. My phone broke on the weekend. Yeah, I don't know why you didn't answer the message. I thought ignore me, but your phone broke. I did WhatsApp you to see if you wanted to do the preview, Anthony. But you just ghosted me. 5-2. Yeah, it was 5-2.
Yeah, 5-2, bro.
What's your score? What did you say, Luca? Your score prediction?
I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw.
Yeah, same as me. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw. Well, I said to Melina 1-1.
Up the Arsenal. Go on, Stevie Insidious. I see you for a little while, Weaver. Big up Miss Melina in the chat. How you doing? Put your score predictions, people. Did you hear what Ty said? That Arsenal are a bigger club than Ty gets on one. Listen, God bless him. He's a walking billboard for Arsenal, isn't he? He's just like staunch. He's so, but he can be a bit annoying to Arsenal fans. Can get a bit annoying. He wears all the kit, all the tracksuits and the hood and the woolly hats and everything. Doesn't he? He's just Arsenal walking billboard. And he just won't have a bad word. It's always someone else's fault, always a ref. It's incredible, really, to me. It is, and you bless him. It is annoying a little bit. You got to see what's in front of you sometimes. But yeah, but he even winds up the Arsenal fans on the doesn't he? I know you show a good banter with Claude.
I remember when Ty used to always moan about the weather. I'm like, what's it got to do with the weather?
He moans about anything. If we lose, he'll blame anything. He's like Arteta when Arteta blamed the size of the football the other time. Was it against Newcastle? Was it Newcastle when we lost in the League Cup? Was it that? Arteta was blaming it. I thought, my God, for what? He sounds just like Ty, just to blame anything. Manchester is going a 4-2 win for Madrid. That still puts us through with 3 goals in front. Remember, Anthony. But I've told everyone you're live and got Luca on the show. They're all pissed off. It's not my fault. Why would they all pissed off? This is like, I don't normally do a live preview. This is one of the first. I think I might have done one before in the past.
I did my preview yesterday and the day before.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing videos, but the videos have dropped off. So let me try and see if I get some interaction. And it seems to be getting a bit more interaction with the live preview. So I might have things back doing lives again. Let's see how it goes.
Herbert says in the chat, I've told everyone you're live and got Luca on the show, and they're all pissed off. It's not my fault. I'm only joking. Ha ha ha! Very funny, Anthony. Anthony, you probably won't even be in my chat later anyway. But and if you don't want to be, that's fine. Are you going to do a live straight after the game? Is that me or is that Arsenal Alliance?
Let's have a look. One sec. Yeah, that's a good question.
How are you, bro? I'm good, not bad.
What happens if we're 2-0 down at half time? I think it'd be panic stations, wouldn't it?
Well, when we do the watch, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. But let's see what happens.
I mean, I've tried doing watch-alongs, but see watch-alongs, I find it difficult to do the stream and
I don't do many watch-alongs, but obviously, like if I have time, I'll do the odd watch-along. I tend to like doing the match reactions because it's so much better. But obviously, like I'm doing a watch-along tonight because it's a big game, isn't it? So
yeah, I'll do a match reaction. I won't do it like this. I'll do a live. I'll do the live the other way. You know, like straight. I won't use the software on. I'll just go straight through the YouTube one, where you can just do it on your phone. I get a bit of interaction on that as well. To be fair, I'm on live like that. So that was his question. Is the Gunnar Dan in the chat? How you doing, sir? It's good to see you. I ain't seen you in well. This manager, this fan base. That's Lucas Rent. Both of us. James Lowe, how you doing, sir? Score predictions, James. My shirt looks dirty. What are you talking about? It's the shadow on it because of the trees outside coming through the window. Saucy git. Think everyone on YouTube will be doing a watch along for this game. Yeah, I think that. Yeah,
Anthony Herbert. Anthony Herbert. That's a bit harsh.
Did you see that, Luke?
Lee, your shirt.
Because I was going 2-1 Arsenal. Well, he's got some faith in us. Well done, James. 2-2. If you ain't heard, I've gone for a 2-2. But we just listen. As long as we lose, if we do lose, it's not by more than 2 goals. We go through anyway, so we can afford to lose 2-0. You know, so that'd be, and we've got PSG next round. Been a valiant effort last night.
If we get there, we're not there yet. But we should be there. If we get there,
it's the shadows. It's the shadows, Dan. This is not dirty. It's clean. Why would I wear a dirty shirt on YouTube?
If we get to the semi-final, we can get a nice little champagne for tonight, and then of course we can go to Paris, the Parc de France. We can go there when we play PSG. Hopefully, when we should qualify tonight, but. Knowing Arsenal, knowing Mikel Arteta, they'll probably give me a PSD attack, make it hard for ourselves.
I mean, how many goals is enough? How many goals is enough to be in front in the first league? Someone's saying to me, if we're 2-0 down at half time, that's true. We would be panic stations. But
the thing is, we need to keep Real Madrid quiet. Let them approach us. Let them have the ball. Frustrate them. We sit back and defend, and then majority you give 20 minutes to them, and then of course you end up. If we get the early goal, it's done. You're 4-0 up.
Yeah.
And then majority of the game's done, and then of course Real Madrid ain't going to score goals.
See what happened to Aston Villa last night, because they tried to get an early goal when they got hit on the counter attack, didn't they? Twice before they scored, and then valiant second half started.
We just need to do what we did in the first half. Go from there.
Do what we did against Man City in that second half with 10 men. Just sit back, mate.
Man City.
Let them come at us. Never got Real. That's the problem.
Because obviously they're going to have their roof closed under 85,000 supporters tonight.
Yeah, that's why I said it's going to be like a cauldron there.
Yeah.
But we're going to Gabriel, so maybe that might not. Maybe it might not be such a great idea with Gabriel being more than likely replacing him again tonight. If we get through and go on and win it, if we do get through, go on and win it, else it all means nothing.
Go on and win what?
It means nothing if we don't win it.
What's he mean? Does he mean if we don't win the Champions League?
If we win tonight, what he's saying is if we win tonight, it won't mean nothing.
No, but obviously, I know it doesn't mean anything, but it means we're in the last four of the Champions League for the first time since 2009.
It does mean something. Of course it means something. It doesn't mean...
Real talk, yeah? Obviously, it does mean something. If we win tonight at the Bernabéu, it's bringing back 2006 vibes. Like, people like ourselves want to experience beating Real Madrid at the Bernabéu, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's great to beat Real Madrid away from home. But I do get your point about, look, if we don't win the Champions League this season, and if we get to the Champions League final, and if this fan base is so happy of getting into a final and finishing second, I can't accept that. I cannot accept that. When you're if we do get to the final this year, right, we've got to get past tonight first. But if we do get into the final, I want us to win it. I don't want to sit there.
Of course, absolutely.
We have to win it. It all but means you're in a final, you take the opportunity and you go all gun blazing and you go and win it. You don't just say, right, okay, we finish runners up. Because otherwise we win.
I wouldn't be his arse. Luca, I wouldn't be his arse to say that it means nothing if we don't win it. I think that's a little bit I get where you're coming from, but I think that's a little bit harsh because for the away fans, going to Spain tonight, it's an experience. And if we go through, some people, like I've never been to watch Arsenal abroad. I've been to watch England in the Euros, but I still think it'd be a bit harsh to say it means nothing because it means something to people going out there, getting a victory in the Bernabéu, going through to getting qualifying for semi-finals of the Champions League. It means something, surely, especially to like younger fans and like you can take the kids. The experience, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
James now saying we score early and empty the stadium. Yeah, let's hope we get 2 early goals and they all fucking leave, go home early. Leo said, "Oh yeah, I didn't do that show, Anthony. I didn't do that. That's why I didn't miss you back. I didn't bother doing one. But I'm gonna do another stream at the end of the season. I'm gonna do a giveaway. There's a giveaway. I've got some old fanzines and stuff. I'm going to see if anybody do a quiz or do some sort of giveaway. With them, I've got ones from like 92 and 94. I think there's a few there. Play everyone behind the ball and hit them on the counter. So you do that, yeah, of course. That's an away tactic that a lot of teams do anyway. Especially if you're playing a big team like Real Madrid, you're playing a big team like Munich, Barcelona's, you're playing away. A lot of teams would do that. But that's if it's right to go for the jugular, come unstuck anyway in that first half, didn't they? And then the second half, John McGinn was inspirational to me. I thought it was brilliant. They nearly got it, and all Konza missed an open goal. They could have turned that tie around, mate. Gone to extra time, maybe even nicked it on penalties. You don't know. but they was Villa, and they played the counter, didn't they? They dropped off because they conceded 2 goals, and they dropped off, started playing the counter attack, and it worked for them. It worked. AFC always, it won't mean nothing if we don't go on and win the Champions League. Yeah, you said, did I already highlight that one? I think you said that already. Yeah, well, I get what you're saying, bro. But it means something to everyone that's gone out there. They've gone out there to watch their team win. It does mean something. That's my point. I know if we don't win it, we've got to be. Everyone wants to win it, but it's not always. I don't know. It's a bit. I find that a bit harsh. It means nothing. It's like, why bother getting into it then? Why bother entering the Premier League if you finish running up for 3 years in a row? Why bother any club entering it? Only one club can win it. And if you have a good go at it, you don't fucking make a show of yourself. Of course it means something. Of course it does. It does to the fans, anyway. And I love the club. Right, it means something to me. If we get knocked out, as long as we fucking go down fighting, and the players try their hardest, and you can see it. You don't see no capitulation. You don't see no laziness. You don't see them give up. It's there for me, man. It's there. Keep trying. We'll get there one day. Keep trying.
Yeah, but you've got to keep trying. We have to win the Champions League this season.
We've got to win it. We've got a great chance, though. We have got a good chance. We really have. Without strike, how about that? We win without a recognised striker. How about that?
Can you imagine if we win the Champions League this season with all us moaning about the season?
Yeah.
Can you actually imagine?
I've moaned about it. We've all moaned about it. If MK Dons get relegated, can accept that. Says
we're not getting relegated, Dan. We're not getting relegated. We've got a new manager now. We've got a new manager, Anthony Herbert. We've got a new manager now. Paul Word.
That's like Atkinson Stanley, isn't it? Remember the advert?
Atkinson Stanley.
If I don't drink my milk, my mum says I'll only be good enough to play for Atkinson Stanley. He goes, "Hooray!" I can't do the Scouse accent.
Dan Laguna, right? If we don't beat Real Madrid, look, we are going to qualify. We will be in the semi-final. But I'm just saying, if we didn't beat Real Madrid and if we didn't go through, I'm going all in on Mikel Arteta. I'm going to go all in on Mikel Arteta. And I'm sure Dan will be listening to this. Majority.
Yeah, look, he just put that. Look, this manager. Brilliant. James Lau. The boys will be up for making their mark on Madrid. Odegaard got to keep the return play by scoring. I don't want to put. I ain't picked him for my team, James. I ain't picked him. I think he's been pony. I'm sorry. Season. I think. I don't know, mate. He just say it hasn't been there. I know everyone's saying about he's not the same without Saka in the team. Well, Saka's as good as he is without Odegaard, so it just tells you there's difference there. It tells you he shouldn't be captain. I don't want him to be captain tonight. This is my opinion. You know what I mean, I don't want to annoy anyone, but I'm just, don't play him, man. Give the armband to Declan Rice because Gabriel ain't there. And let's see a difference. We'll see a difference, I'm sure. And Declan Rice never scored a direct free kick until last week, and he got 2. Got to have him on the free kicks as well. We've got to have him taking them free kicks tonight. I mean, Odegaard might want to try and rank. Who knows? Because he's normally taking the free kicks, and it's been terrible. Terrible. I don't think Odegaard to start tonight, or would you drop him? There's a question for the chat. Would you drop or would you play Odegaard tonight?
Well, Partey's starting. I've just seen it now. Thomas Partey.
Have you got the team selections? The team selection.
I think it's the same. Team. It's right. I think it's the same team as last week. Let me see if I can try and find it. I did see it earlier.
It must have just that because it's half put it to 7. Question from AFC always: Who would I have? Who would I have a better season? Liverpool winning the league or Arsenal if they won the Champions League? Listen, number one priority to me has always been the Prem. It always will be. The Premier League first, then the FA Cup, then the Champions League, and then the League Cup. That's my preference. The FA Cup, because it's the oldest cup competition in the world, and I love the FA Cup. I used to remember the FA Cup was an old thing on final day, wasn't it? Cup final day. There was street parties sometimes. There's all sorts going on. We love the FA Cup in England. Money-wise, for the club, is obviously the Premier League and the Champions League. I'm not sure the difference, but by winning them, either of them, you get a lot more than would winning the FA Cup. But priorities for me is the Premier League, then the FA Cup, then the Champions League. You, Luca?
Yeah, I think for me, I'd go with the Premier League, then the Champions League, then the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. We have to win the big trophies first. I just feel like that is the big majority of that.
The FA Cup is a big trophy. It's a massive trophy. It's the oldest cup competition in the world.
It's the oldest FA Cup. It's always exciting.
It's brilliant. Any team in league football, even non-league, I know it's improbable, but they've got a chance. They've got a chance. That's why it's so fantastic. You get teams from the what do you call it? What's below the League Two? What's they call that now? Is it Panorama League? Whatever it's called.
You've got Premier League. You've got Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two.
Yeah, League One, League Two, and then you got the what they call it? What's below that? Anyone from there can draw a Premier League team if they get through like the preliminaries and get up to the third round. It's it can happen.
Yeah,
Arteta is bricking it, I'm sure. Yeah, I bet he is. Old Lego head. Luca, I'm sat on the toilet having an MK Dons.
MK Dons.
I think Dan's laughing. Dan's laughing at
We've got a new manager now, by the way, if anyone's interested or not. We've got a new manager, Milton Keynes. He got appointed last night. So
last night?
Yeah, someone called Paul Warne.
Paul Ward?
Yeah, Warne.
Oh, Warne. I thought it was Ward, Ward.
No.
Dons League, just below League Two. Luca of MK Dons gets relegated. Would you say this manager? Having a go at you about that stream you done, didn't they, Luke? Where you went off alarming about Arteta.
Well, we better get the job tonight, Mikel Arteta, because if you don't get the job tonight, mate, I'll be ripping into people, bro.
Yeah. Rip into him, bro. Rip into him. Speak your mind.
I will go.
Speak your mind. That's what makes everyone unique. What's on your mind? Don't give a shit what anybody else thinks. Speak your own mind, bro.
Yeah.
Managing MK Dons is like tribute duty. Everyone dreads getting the calls up. Yeah, tribute duty. I wouldn't do that. I know how I'll get out of it anyway. I would just tell them I'm prejudiced against police, and they wouldn't let me do it. That's what my old man done years ago. He got called up for it. He went, I'm prejudiced police, and he didn't have to do it. So that's what I would say.
Well, yeah.
You can talk your way out. I'm not encouraging people to do that. Don't get me wrong, but that's what I would say. Luke, if you just speak your mind, it will be a short stream. Oh my God, that's not nice, Dan. That ain't nice.
He's only joking.
I'm with Luca. This manager, yes, he's an Anthony Herbert's an Arteta out. Anthony Arteta has always been the same. He doesn't flip flop. He only flip flops between channels on YouTube. See him everywhere. I have a little look around sometimes, and Anthony Herbert's always there. It's like he's got a beady eye and everything. Yeah, he's always about. He doesn't flip flop. I've flip flop loads of times over this manager, mate. Trust me, I have. Right at the beginning, though, right at the start, I didn't want him. You can go. It's on my channel. You can even go back to the early days when he was coming in, and I said, "That won't be on this channel. I don't think this channel ain't old enough." Might have been the one I had before, the boxing one, where I spoke about him for whatever reason. Yeah, I'm possibly there. Hang on, I've got something in the, over here. Sweet, mate. That's cool. That is cool. Luca. Oh, right.
Yeah, I do comments. Thank you very much. I've got to watch along in 15 minutes, so I've got to be prepared for that. And
Yeah.
Are you doing a match reaction?
I'll be doing a match reaction after the game. But I'll do a quick one though. It won't be long.
Is it alive? Is it alive?
It'll be alive on my phone. You know when you do it on your phone like that.
Oh yeah.
I'll be doing it live on my phone. I won't. Oh, the lineup's available. Let's just. You can go if you want, but I'm just going to quickly read out the lineup.
But thank you very much. If anyone, please do subscribe to my channel as well. We are live at 7 p.m. So make sure you do have those notifications on. Dan Laguna, James, Anthony, whoever's in this chat. And I want to say thank you very much for inviting me on. And we will be doing a watch along in about 10 minutes time at 7 o'clock, and then match reaction straight after the game for a call-in show. And but yeah, man, feel free to come on, set your notifications on my channel, and yeah, and it can be done. But thank you very much for having me on, bro. Been good.
God bless, bro. Take care.
Sick.
Thanks to Luca. Right, the team's just been announced. I've just got it through on my phone. I think that the keeper and the back four have picked themselves, as we said. Ryder in goal, Timber right back, Saliba, Kiwior, Skelly, Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, Odegaard's been picked. That's what I was worried about. Mourinho is going to be playing centre forward, but he drops deep, so it'd be a false nine, wouldn't it? It'd be a false nine. He's always drops deep, arrives late into the box with Martinelli on the left and Xhaka on the right. Excuse me. Before I go, I just want to ask everybody one question about a key battle. You go through the team, you got your Vinicius Juniors and your Rodrigos on their team, Valverde, Tchouaméni. Who do you think would be the key battle of this game? Because on the phone now, I picked my key battle already, and it's going to be Kylian Mbappe and William Saliba. For me, if Saliba can keep Mbappe quiet, play his skin, keep Mbappe quiet, we're in clover. I'd love to know what everybody else thinks about there. Do you think it'd be a winger? Do you think it'd be like Rodrigo and Skelly? Would you think it'd be like Danny Alba? What was your key battle? What do you think would be intriguing and important to watch to keep your eye on? Because for me, it's definitely Mbappe and Saliba. Any thoughts on that? Bellingham, yeah, Bellingham. But with who you think he's a danger man? He was missing, weren't he, last week? Bellingham, he had a poor game. He didn't get forward a lot. I thought Declan Rice, or Thomas Partey, whoever was, or Martin, if you like, kept him quiet, kept winning the ball back off him. Saliba. Bellingham and Saliba. Okay. Do you think that'd be a key battle? Mbappe's going to be running at that side, and he's going to be running at Saliba. Big Kiwior's going to have to play out as well. I'm a bit concerned about. I was concerned last week, but at the Emirates he come good. I'm a little bit concerned away, but you never know. He could prove us wrong. He proved me wrong last week. He didn't put a foot wrong. He didn't put 1 foot wrong last week. I will be doing a match action later on after the game. I'm going to let you all I'm going to let you all go now. I know you're all going to get ready for the game. You probably want to have a banter week before it starts. Maybe go off here, get a few beers. I'm going to let you go. Wish you well. Good night. God bless. And I'll see you for the match reaction later on.